Good morning. August 14th, it is Wednesday. Thanks for joining me here at Advantage Day Trading, and we're going to look at some stocks here in just a second, try to find something worth trading. And yesterday my live stream got cut off about halfway through. I'm not sure what happened, so I got to pay attention to that today. All right, so I already traded a little bit this morning, pre-market, and I didn't fare too well. I traded let me see, what did I trade here? SERV. It was kind of a disappointment for me because when it finally started to get good, that's when I had to leave. So I was watching it here pulling back, and we're pulling back here on the 5-minute time frame. And I was waiting for it to come down into this level, but it was hitting the EMA and starting to bounce. And this candle shot up really quick, and I FOMO'd into it with one position. And then it started to roll over. I added to it, which was kind of a dumb thing to do, I guess, in hindsight. I didn't know it was going to come all the way down and break the low of that last candle. I really thought maybe it was going to pull back a little bit and then continue higher. So I was adding for that, but then it kind of flushed down, so I had to get out for a pretty good loss. I was down 61 points. That's a pretty hefty loss. I ended up getting back into it right around in here, and then sold as it started making a move up towards the high. I was anticipating an equilibrium, started pulling back here, a little tightening range here on the 1 minute. And unfortunately, right in here, I had to go. I had other stuff to do, so I had to end up just exiting the position just before it took off. I was still holding that one position. Wasn't sure here if it was going to hold up, but it ended up going, and I missed that whole move. That would have got me back to green for sure. And now it's continuing higher. So I had the right idea. I just was, my timing was off on it. I also traded... Let me see. So I was down 33 on that one. I also traded BURU, and this one doesn't have news on it, but I did trade it anyways as it was in consolidation mode right in here. We had 3 bars down on the 5-minute time frame, and there wasn't any question in my mind that we had support right here. And so it was holding, you know, it bounced off of it. It was coming back down to it, and it broke below it. These candles are a little hard to see, aren't they? Let me see here. That might help a little bit so you can see the wicks a little better. All right, you can see it broke down below that support and it was holding up. So I went ahead and jumped in it twice here, and then it was coming up to the VWAP. I jumped in it one more time, and just looking for a lower high on that 5-minute time frame after this pullback. I went ahead and exited here and here. And again, this is the point where I exited because I had other stuff I had to do. It's the same time as when I exited SERV. This one I was actually up 33 on it, so that was all right, you know, not bad. And then I also traded a cheaper stock, DGLY. This one was on the gap scan. It's got news. It's not on the gap scan anymore, and I'm not sure I'm going to be continuing to watch it. But I traded it here down into this zone. Yeah, I was looking at this zone right here, that little pocket, and took a couple of trades there, sold just as it got up to the VWAP, and I made a very small amount on that one. So that was it for me as far as trading this morning. Got my feet wet, and now I'm ready to trade the open. So BURU is our leading gapper, up 40%, not a lot. This one doesn't have news that I can see, but I'm gonna watch it and see what happens with it. Still bouncing off of this level that I traded off of. Still finding some support. It's an equilibrium. Keep an eye on that. SERV is the one today that has been making some really good moves. It's got news, and I like the daily setup on it, so I'm going to watch that one too, even though it might be extended and due for a pullback at the open. And then further down, we have VSCO. This one's starting to break out. VSCO, Victoria's Secrets. It's got some news on it. Never traded Victoria's Secrets. It's got a higher float. But since I don't like DGLY anymore, I'm going to put it up there just to say, hey, I traded Victoria's Secrets. Maybe. NKTX. Yeah, August 14th, and it's earning. I think it's earnings. Oh, what is it? Not really telling me. Anyways, I don't like it anyways, so I'm gonna skip that one. Oh, this is all moving around here, so I'll freeze that. IVP. I don't really like that one either. BRCA, HA, CORZ. Wow, what do we have here? It's only gapping up 4%. 144 million in the float. That's pretty high. I think the market overall is still climbing. Let's take a look at that real quick. How much time do I have? I got time. So we'll take a look at SPY. That's pretty much what I gauge the market on. Daily time frame. Nice big day yesterday. What are we looking for on this? I can't. Oh, let me see here. Go to the weekly time frame on that. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, we're just looking for a lower high, basically. It's very possible to V-shape recovery all the way to the highs, but ideally you'd want to see us top out somewhere and pull back. This is equilibrium territory just because of the size of the pullback here. Bears want to see a lower high and a lower low. Bulls have given themselves enough space to form a higher low and a higher high. So it's just a matter of where we're going to top out on the market overall. And that's the reason why I look at that is because sometimes stocks like, say, Victoria's Secret probably follow the market. You got DKNG here on the high of day scan, which I've traded in the past and done pretty well on. And I'm actually going to watch that one today. So it's kind of doing the same thing as the market overall. You know, it's just climbing higher. DKNG, it's got some news on it. So we'll see. It's a little higher price. High day scan CORZ is at the top of the scan there. So that one just popped up. Did that have news? Sometimes, I don't know, it's hard to find it on Thinkorswim. Some kind of an offering, I guess. But that was, yeah, okay. SERV, DKNG, Open. These are all larger cap stocks. TSLL, UPST. That one I've traded before. 76 million in the float. NVDX, TNA, SOXS. Okay. Yep. Got some ETFs in there. I think this is going to be my list here for today. All right, so I'll mark out pre-market highs. 1430 pre-market high here on this one. So coming up to that 1520. Not a real significant daily level, but it is kind of there. 1779 is the most obvious resistance. Pretty extended on the hourly time frame. So we had this hourly consolidation. We got a previous pre-market high up there, but that's quite a ways from where the stock is right now. So on this one, if it starts to consolidate, which it looks like it's topping out here. So it looks like it's the back side of the move for now, but we'll see. I just hope that today is a little bit better than yesterday. It was a little tricky yesterday. Let me see. BURU, this is the one. It doesn't have news. I traded it. It's holding that support. On the daily here, it's just a waterfall. Just a waterfall. So the one thing I do like about this one is that this is going to be the first daily candle to make a new high in all of the past week worth of trading. So this one could be, it's a technical setup. There's no news on it, but it could be a nice technical setup for that first candle to make a new high. And maybe we see some upside today. I don't know. Pre-market high is at 259. It's very possible too that because of the amount of gap up, it might pull back to fill the gap. A pretty sizable gap up, although right now trading down 220s, so it's already come back about halfway. Resistance up at 248. Got to get up over these levels. I don't know. I don't like the look of these 1 minute candles, all the wicks. That could change though at the open. So Victoria's Secret's pulling back here. It started to break out, but it's pulling back now. Just a sideways consolidation. I really don't know if I'm going to trade this. We got a pre-market high up here of 23.28. And it's pretty close to a daily resistance. And then you got a gap fill up to 24.90, little resistance up here. I don't know about this one, but I'll keep her on watch. If I see something else better, I'll put it up here. And DKNG been getting beat up, it looks like. Pre-market high now. Up there at 33.40, so coming up close to that daily resistance, and then there's a gap fill up to 35.36 and resistance up at 37.79. This one's kind of extended on the hourly. We might see consolidation first thing. It's a 5-minute equilibrium in the making. So that's all I got. So on SERV, we've lost the 15-minute higher lows. And so now we have 15-minute consolidation. Now we are looking for a 15-minute higher low. Okay, that might be confusing. What I was talking about was the higher lows on each one of the candles, but now we're looking for an actual higher low where you pull back, find support, and make that next move up. But where's the support? Let's find the support. Could look at psychological levels like 1350. But on the 15-minute time frame, we have not formed a higher low on this entire move up. There are higher lows, however, on the 5-minute time frame, right there at 1278. There's another little one here at 1345. We've got the volume weighted average price, the EMAs. breakout spot down here. So there's a little zone. But I'm kind of thinking 1345 doesn't look half bad. A bunch of congestion right in there. And of course, right now, still holding the EMA on the 5-minute time frame. Double top on BURU up at 230. Support down at 211. Well, DKNG still climbing. Okay, so what do we have? A minute and a half till the open. Coming down to 208 there on BURU. That's based on that hourly candle. It's reaching for a 15-minute downtrend there. Okay. I wonder if on SERV here. I wonder if we pull back. No, that candle's going to close with an upper wick, but I was wondering if we pull back into here, if that would be worthy of an entry. I don't know about that. Okay. Order was a little slow to fill there. Volume is super light on BURU, but I went ahead and jumped in it anyways. Just one size. Big drop. It was a really big drop. Oh, there we go. Is she gonna halt going down? Now let's see if we get a bounce off of that level. Okay. Try 1278. CORZ. Yeah, it's got some volume. trying to get that pull back as it looks like it might hold the EMA. That 5-minute candle is about to close. There is a support down here, 895. Trying to add to my position on SERV. Oh, what else do we have? I don't see a whole lot of anything else that better pay attention over here. Victoria's Secret, so I can say I actually traded it. Yay! Well, I'm not making a lot of progress today. That's okay. Victoria's Secret, that was a nice trade. Probably my big winner on the day. And you. It's $12 stock. Since I've never traded Victoria's Secret, I'm not really sure what to expect on it. As far as the kind of moves it gives. And this one's getting really close to the resistance of 23.28. So I'm a little not sure I want to trade it down in this area, but what I could do, 22.64, could just drop a couple of limit orders in there in case it drops down. trying to be patient on NU. Just don't know that I feel it. I think I'm going to call this one a day. I mean, I'm just not sure. I traded till about 8:30 yesterday and ended up losing by over trading. Hey, look at that. I'm still live streaming. Yes. Well, this was a good trade. So on this one, I tried to get in it at 1280 and scaled into it. But then I put my stop loss below this candle, got stopped out, but then it was holding up, so I jumped back in it. But I don't know. I'm just not sure. Certainly could have held it, but so BURU, I traded this one right at the open. I bought this little pullback here to 208. And that's this level. But it didn't hold. It got out for a small loss. Didn't get back much. That one I'm up 30 bucks on, but I made that pre-market. Oh, look at it go here. BURU. I'm missing it. A little late now. Oh, there's a pullback. A little late on the pullback. But I like the breakout. I'm going to take a chance on this one. Coming up to that resistance of 248. But I think we can get over it. This is a nice breakout setup. If it pulls back a little bit, I'll add to it. Well, now it's up at the pre-market high. breaking over the pre-market high. Oops. So I think I'm going to stop there, but I just wanted to place a few more trades on that. Well, let's see here. The reason I'm stopping right now is because it's at that pre-market high. It seems to be struggling a little bit. And this one, keeping in mind, it doesn't have news on it. This one over here, I'm still kind of interested in, you know. No, I haven't done so well on it. Took some losses, but it's pulling back to the EMA. It's a new 5-minute candle. Could pull back more than that. Yeah, I'm gonna not bother with that. Not right now. This one's still looking like it wants to do stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep trading it as long as it's bullish. If we can get over 280, just take the profit on that real quick. It's coming up to 280. I think it might break through. Yeah, I see this one here. Let's go for it. If we can get over 13. It's kind of a grinder, so I think it's one of those I gotta hold for a little bit. Got that high up there of 1302. Low of that candle is 1296. So I'll just risk like 7 points on it. This one's starting to get a little choppy now. Oh, it's just an inside bar on the 5-minute. We're kind of looking at a tightening range. It's going to be a new 15-minute candle coming up here. I'm watching this. See if we get over that high, or do we reject and flush down? Still haven't tested 248. Finally making some progress over here. Okay, so that one's the low of that candle is 1311, so that means I'm going to be putting my stop loss right down here. Right at about break even. Oops. I guess the pullback was a little too much there. Get my max loss on that little pullback that I jumped into this on. I think this is going to go up a little bit more. Well, I overtraded myself right into the red. That's how you do that. Yeah, I never made it over 32 points today. So negative 102. Another little pullback there. Okay. Boy, GNLN, that was nice. I didn't see that one in time, but woo, what a nice breakout. Lots of volume. It's halted now. Not bad. All right, back to BURU. I really traded this one a lot. And the problem is I was up pretty good on it here, but then I traded it on the backside. Gave back a lot of the profit on it. So it's coming down into this area here now. That might be where it bounces from. Somewhere around in here, quite possibly. I don't know though. There's this level here. Who knows, right? Yeah, so I started trading it here, bought the breakout, added to it here, made a little bit here. So now really getting in very good spots here. Well, I guess, you know, I'm buying the pullback here and selling up into there. But this is where it started to fail. And I really added on this. I thought it was going to go. I was looking for that 1 minute higher low, and I thought that was going to go over the highs, and it didn't. And so I added one more time here, but inevitably it took away the profit that I had on the stock on the way up. And yeah, I just kept trying to get in it on these pullbacks, and it wasn't working for me. There was a level here too at 248. So you can see I tried to get in that, and we broke below it. Little bear flag, the next drop down. So now down in this area here, although if it was me and if I was still trading, I'd probably be looking at this right here in this zone. But I don't know, you know, it's really giving it back there. So down 21 on that one. And then CORZ. Traded this one pretty much at the top, right up here. And I should have waited. Took a loss on it first thing. Got back in it down here. And that was a nice entry off of 895. It was pretty obvious. Then I tried to buy it again here, so but it failed. Bummer on that one. And what else did I trade here? DGLY. I don't think I traded this one except for pre-market, but I'll check. I don't remember trading it. Yeah, I don't think I did. Whoops. Yeah, no, I only traded that pre-market. Made $8 on it. Let me see. traded a lot today. DKNG. Sold off right away. I thought it was going to start to reverse here. Got a support down here, a little higher low. So, you know, we came back up above it. I kind of thought it was going to maybe take off and go. So I jumped in it for that, took a small loss there. Then it looked like it was going to do it again here. So I jumped back in it and took another small loss. It just didn't have it. So down 14 on that one. I thought those weren't too bad of trades. I mean, sometimes you'll see setups like that will actually go. And you pulled this off the Hive day scan. This is the one here where I was actually up pretty good on it. I was up like 70 on it. Yeah, bought this pullback. The nice entry area right here down to this 1218. But I remember I bought it and then got stopped out. I got in it here, which is not a very good place to get in it. But yeah, I got in it down here. I got stopped out right here because I put my stop right below that candle. I shouldn't have done that actually. But it started to move back up. So I jumped back in it and added to it here, getting kind of aggressive, looking for that 1 minute higher low. But I sold it way too early. If I'd held that, it would have been a huge win. Bought the next pullback to this area. Sold it pretty quick. Then it started moving up again. Took a small loss there. Bought it again here as it retested that area. Came back up above it, retested it. So I bought it there. And I held it. Sold it way up here. So that was a really nice trade. I actually held that one. I don't often do that, but this one looked like it had the potential to go higher because it was holding up. So a flat top breakout. Looking for another 1 minute higher low here. I was still in one position, so I went ahead and added back to it. After selling up here, I added back, put my stop loss below that green candle. But just wasn't going to have it, and it came down, stopped me out, basically break even on the rest of that. And this one's just consolidating on the 5 minute time frame. That's all. And let me see, SERV. So that was our leading, not our leading gapper, but it was the one that I thought made the nicest moves pre-market. And I actually traded it pre-market. This is the one where I missed the big move. Because I had to go, and so I missed that entire move, but I was in it down in this area, which would have been nice if I could have caught some of that. But then it was really crappy trading it once the open hit, you know. So I did manage to get green on it in here on this first candle. You know, I bought it on a pullback and it surged up. I got green on it, but then I bought the next candle, and that was where I made a mistake, and that's where I went back into the red on it, and I'm down 42. Ended up making back some of it down here on a bounce play off of that support. And since we didn't quite test that support, I did it again down here. So sold up into there. So that was pretty nice. I think I was down almost 80 on this one at one point, but made back about half of that. Small win there. Not sure why I bought this. Oh, yeah, because we came down to this 1238 trough level. It didn't quite make it there, but I bought it anyways and then sold it. And then over here, looking like we were going to break out. And this is where my stop loss got hit. So this started to break out. So I jump in it, but it pulled back just enough that I hit my max loss. Good 5 minute setup here. This thing might actually go. What else? VSCO final one. Yeah, definitely overtraded. So this is something where I'll go back and I'll take a look at all my trades and I'll try to figure out what I could have done better and try to improve tomorrow. This one I traded a lot. I had that 2205 level marked out. It started out kind of slow, light on volume, and then the volume started to come into it here. It pulled back, came back up above this level. And that was where I first jumped into it, right here. Sold up there. That was a nice, that was a nice trade. Bought the pullbacks here. That's not bad. You know, it pulled back just to that level. Looks like I got in it here, sold up into that push. Pretty nice, but this one I traded on the downside too. Bought it here, took a small loss. You know, I was looking for that. You had the green candle with the lower wick. I thought, okay, well, it bottomed out there. I think we're going to go higher. I bought it on the break, bought the top, and pulled back. Tried to buy off of this support down here. That didn't hold up, so I got in twice and 2 more times, stopped out, down into here. Started to show strength, so I bought back into it, but that was a bull trap, and I got caught in it, and it came back down again. And tried to trade it down in here, off of that support again, but not working. Not working, that's it. So that's my day. And look, yep, here goes SERV. That's a nice 5-minute setup. I wish I could have still been around to trade that. We actually had a halt today, GNLN. It's been a little while since we've seen one of those. So that's a good sign. Maybe we're starting to see some momentum come back into the market. We'll see what happens tomorrow and Friday. But it's very possible. Oh yeah, that's right. This was Victoria's Secrets. I was just gonna say, I don't remember going over that one, but yeah, I was green on it initially, but boy, ended up being down 32. Bad experience on Victoria's Secrets. Okay, well, losses happen and I'm okay with that. Let's get out of here. I'll see you tomorrow.